Mediocre Murad sets big goals for the winter arc. He's like, you know what? I need to lose weight until I have visible abs. He also says, I need to make my first 1k a month in business. And I also want to get to 10k subscribers on YouTube. However, he fails to achieve any of these goals. And the simple reason for this is that he doesn't believe in systems. He heard some self-improvement influencer say, the systems is BS. All you have to do is focus on the goal. Meanwhile, exceptional Imran understands that goals are important. However, the only way you'll get to the destination is through systems. He knows that you won't rise to the level of your goals, but rather fall to the level of your systems. And therefore, exceptional Imran has made it his mission to create the best system for success. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my brothers. My name's Pablo, and I'm a productivity coach dedicated to helping young Muslim men unlock their full potential. Alhamdulillah, over the last year, I've been able to upload every single day on TikTok and multiple times a week on YouTube. And as a result, I've picked up many life-changing productivity tactics along the way. So if you're an aspiring Muslim content creator, entrepreneur, or even a student, I invite you to check out my free productivity course, link in the description below. So I began my self-improvement journey around May 2023. When you first enter the world of self-improvement, you see that you can get in shape, you can make money, and you can become the best version of yourself. You tend to get very excited. You're like, you know what? I'm going to conquer the world. And so what happens? We set these big goals. Yeah, 12% body fat, 10k a month next year, this, that, the third. However, we never create the system. You see, this is exactly what happened to me. When I began my self-improvement journey, I had these goals, the generic ones. However, I never created a system for success. I had the goal of making a certain amount of money every month. However, I didn't create a system, to get me towards the destination. The same way I had the goal of, losing weight, building muscle, but I didn't create a system that was efficient. I also had the objective of attaining an aesthetic physique. However, I didn't have the system in place to get me towards the destination. I wasn't tracking calories. My workouts were sometimes in the morning, in the evening. I'd have cheat days here and there. But the thing is, I was still eating clean. I was still making progress towards my business. I was still working out consistently. But the only reason for this wasn't the system, but rather the motivation. But once that wore off, I fell off a cliff. And the reason why I had all this motivation was simply due to the fact I'd watched a lot of self-improvement content, from Justin Waller, Andrew Tate, Hamza, and so I got excited. But once that wore off, you know what happens. I just simply didn't have a system. I didn't know what time I'd wake up, what time I'd do certain tasks, what time I'd do this, what time I'd do that, when I'll do it. It was all over the place. And so that's why for a couple of months, I was just aimlessly drifting in life. Yeah, I'd go to the gym here and there, but it was half-hearted. Yeah, I'd eat clean here and there, but mostly junk food. Yeah, I'd post on TikTok maybe once every 2-3 days for my business, but there wasn't no structure. There wasn't a system in place to allow me to succeed. And so I'd be in this constant perpetual cycle of doing good habits here and there, but doing a lot of bad habits. You see, I wanted to make progress in every endeavor, but it was simply a struggle due to the fact I didn't have a system. And it wasn't until October 2023, after 2-3 months in this rut, that I was able to create a system for success. So the thing is, around this time, I had the intention of starting a TikTok page where I'd post daily videos on history, politics, religion, and stuff like that. But the thing is, I never really took action until one day I was in my area at the start of October 2023, and I was in the worst position of my life. I was at rock bottom, and I was like, you know what? Something needs to change. I can't keep living like this. I can't keep living like a total mediocre Murad. So I remember telling myself, you know what? Time to take action on this. This will alleviate the issues I have. This will be the reason why, I can get to 10k a month, I can do this, I can do that. And I remember telling myself, start taking action towards it for the next week. And so one of the days, of course, wake up for Fajr, pray, but I set the intention to stay up and do some deep work. But I remember one of the days leading up to uploading my first ever video, I was like, you know what? Instead of going back to sleep after Fajr, let me stay up and do some work. And that's when my life changed forever. I started to research morning routines, daily habits, productive things to do. And as a result, over time, I began to craft this system to allow me to upload every single day. A system is essentially a specific set of repeatable actions that you do to achieve a desired outcome. Unlike goals which focus on a final outcome like, 10k a month, 100k a year, a system focuses on the daily habits to get you towards that goal. So for example, if your goal is to get to 100k followers on TikTok or Instagram, you wouldn't think about what's the best video I could upload to get me viral and therefore close to that goal. But rather you would create a system that would make the goal way more manageable. So for example, every day you have 2 hours for content creation. The first hour is scripting the content. The second hour is recording it. There are several reasons why this is beneficial and why you should prioritize the system over the goal. So firstly, it makes that big goal way less daunting. Have you ever set some massive goal, a monumental objective that you really want to achieve? However, when you think about it, it seems very overwhelming. The reason for this is because the goal seems so far away. If you're making £50 a month through your business, getting to 10k a month seems long. It seems like you're climbing Mount Everest. And this will subconsciously stop you from taking action. You may go on your phone, you may go on YouTube, you may do this, you may do that. You may do everything except doing the actual work. Why? Because the goal seems so far away. You think, I have to do this, I have to do that. There's so many expectations on your head. Furthermore, a system will create consistency, which is crucial for success. You see me, I'm the biggest advocate for consistency. I don't care about quality. I don't care about anything else except consistency. You see, the thing is ask anyone at the top of their industry, whether that's YouTube, whether that's any business that you can think of, they will all say consistency is the most important thing. Volume and quantity over quality. Because the thing is you can have all the ideas, you can have the knowledge, you can have the creativity, whatever you can say, you can have it all. But if you don't have consistency, you'll never make progress. And so when you do show up every single day, that's what brings about real progress. Another issue that many people have that they realize after when they're working towards their goal is that there's a lack of flexibility. However, a system mitigates this issue. So for example, you're an aspiring content creator. You have a 2-hour deep work block every morning to write scripts. You're of course going to have a surplus of scripts so you can use on those busy days where, life just gets in the way. You know how many times I've wrote all these scripts, and sometimes I'll record a script that I done like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, months ago, or a couple of days ago, because the day before I was busy or whatnot. And so it provides a flexibility that will help you in those days you're more busy. So what does an effective system look like? So let me give you myself for an example. So I wake up around 5:50 nowadays. Inshallah, when the times move back, I'll wake up 5:30, maybe 5:20, maybe 5, depending on when I go to sleep. But I try to wake up at the same time every single day, and that's very crucial. I'll do some deep work from around 6 to 9, then 9 to 10 will be, doing an exercise, because alhamdulillah, I've got a home gym. But on the days I don't have to go to work, from 9 to 10, I'll do some editing, I'll do some other tasks that I have to do, and then from 10 to 1 or 2, I'll be recording. And then I'll do my workout later on. And on the days I don't go to work, I know what time I'll eat. And on the days I do go to work, I'll also know what time I'll eat. The reason why this is effective is because I know exactly what I'm going to do every day at what time. I have an idea of what tasks I need to do, when I'll work out, when I'll eat, when I'll do this, when I'll do that. All I have to do is literally show up to my desk at 6 a.m. Show up to my home gym at 9 a.m. Show up to my work at 10 a.m. Show up, to my bed at 8:30 to read. I know exactly what I need to do at every minute of the day. But of course, sometimes I'll scroll on my phone, I'll waste time here and there. But I have a system that guarantees me that I will upload every single day on TikTok and every other day on YouTube. You see, the thing is many people have these big goals. They have these dreams and aspirations. I want to do this, I want to do that. However, they never make progress because they live off vibes. They'll say, you know what, let me take action right now. Then tomorrow it'll be later on. Then the next day they feel motivated, so they'll do it straight away after Fajr. There's too much inconsistency in their life, and therefore it'll permeate into their progress. I'm telling you, As a matter of fact, that person who knows they're going to wake up at the same time every day and do deep work at the same time every day is going to beat that guy who doesn't have a system, who only has the goal in mind. That person can be more intelligent, more gifted, have every trait under the sun. However, he will ultimately fall off the wagon due to the fact he doesn't have a system in place. So how do you build a system that guarantees success? Firstly, you need to identify what are your goals. What do you want to achieve in the next 6 to 12 months? What do you want to dedicate yourself relentlessly? The thing is, I always say it has to be a few goals. You don't want to spread yourself thin, because if you have like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 goals, you're going to think, how do I improve in this, in this, in this, in this, in this? You're going to create a lot of mental fog, and you're not going to produce those ideas that will actually move the needle forward. You're going to maintain but not, improve and create. So as we said before, if your goal is content creation, it will literally be scripting and recording. If it's for your business, it would simply be creating the content and product development. Or if you're a student, it would be practice papers and active revision. The key is to break it down into small, manageable actions that you can do on a daily basis. Because think about it, if every day you're showing up and doing 2 hours of active revision, this will compound exponentially. When you focus on showing up every day, 1 hour, 2 hours, you build that momentum, which will lead to results naturally. When you set up a system for success, you don't need motivation, you don't even need discipline, you don't need anything at all. It just becomes a daily habit to wake up early, do the work, do this, do that. It literally becomes second nature. You don't need anything at all. And furthermore, progress and therefore success becomes a byproduct of your daily habits. At the end of the day, my bro, you can make progress and success less daunting and extremely easy if you simply create a system. You see, it will be a powerful tool that will enable you to achieve all your dreams and aspirations without zapping away mental energy and whatnot. Because all you have to do is show up every day at the same time to do specific tasks without any pressure. You'll get the benefit of taking action, which will inevitably get you closer to your goals. It's a win-win in my books. Remember, productivity is the path to your dream life.